Hi YouTube, Luminousz Ztarr here. Welcome to my channel, Luminousz Ztarr. If this is your first time visiting, welcome to Luminousz Ztarr. And may I suggest you come back and see me, but as a new subscriber. But even if you don't come back as a new subscriber, please come back and see me. Yay! For my current subscribers, you know what I like to do. Thank you so much for your subscription. Today, guys, I'm going to be doing a video on narcissists, how they like to do character assassination, right? They do the character assassination to set a person up for social anxiety or anxiety. Now, this is what I'm going to talk about. Now, this is something that may be a little bit difficult for you to hear right now in this video. So I just want to go ahead and give fair warning. You might want to turn the video off and put it in your watch later list. Or just come back and look at it later, okay? This one is going to be a little grim, and you know, it's probably going to be a little depressing, but that's not my intention. My intention is to motivate and inspire you to reevaluate the toxic relationship that you had or you're having with the narcissist, okay? That way you can start looking at yourself in a different light and say, you know what, I do deserve a great life. I do deserve better than this. So that's my intention here, is to motivate and inspire you to reclaim your life. Yeah, you have to. And I know it took me a little bit of time to do that, but yeah, this is why I do this channel and these videos, okay? There's several reasons, but that's one of them. Guys, at the end of the video, please hit the like and or subscription button and send me some more comments and questions. Now, I've been getting a lot of great questions and comments, right? So keep it coming. I love it. And I usually will try to get back with you with the questions. If you send me a question, I'll usually try to get back to you in about 1 to 2 days, okay? So I usually try to get those questions answered for you fairly quickly. Comments, yeah, same thing. I'll usually try to reply to your comments in 1 to 2 days. Okay? Guys, again, keep it coming. I love it. Mwah. Here we go. First point. When the narcissist usually targets a scapegoat in a dysfunctional family, it's usually one of the children in a dysfunctional family. This is horrible. But when the narcissistic parent pinpoints who that child is going to be, the child becomes a scapegoat. One of the terrible tactics, those are my words, terrible tactics, because the narcissist has a lot. The narcissistic parent has a whole lot of terrible tactics. One of their main ones is to character assassinate, right? Assassination, we pretty much all know what that means. That means to murder, to kill, to wipe out. So this is what the narcissistic parent does to the scapegoat child, is they kill, wipe out, terminate, destroy, murder that child's characteristics, right? That child is being mentally, psychologically, spiritually, emotionally tormented. And it's awful. It's usually something that the narcissistic parent does over and over throughout the duration of many years. So by the time that child grows up to be an adult, yeah, there's when this anxiety has set in, right? Social anxiety. That child who now is older, this actually starts when they're children. The social anxiety, being anxious. And this is what the narcissist, this is what their aim is. To get that child to not believe in his or herself. To actually, I'm going to say this. It's difficult for me to say, but I found it to be true. And I'm speaking from experience here. Some of the things that I'm talking about here, I'm speaking from experience. Because I've had narcissists in my life since childhood. Not everyone that I've dealt with in my life has been a narcissist. So I want to clear that up. I've had the experience of dealing with a narcissist starting in my childhood. That's how I'll put it. One of the things that the narcissist aims to do is to ultimately get that individual who's a child first and they grow up. Their aim is to get that person to destroy themselves. Pretty tough, pretty sick, pretty sadistic, but it's true. I found from my experience that to be true. Now, maybe for you it hasn't been true, or maybe you haven't faced that yet. However, this is what the narcissist's ultimate goal is, because they will get more supply. Say this individual, starting as a child, they grow up, they go through all types of things, not just anxiety, but they go through depression, anger, suicide attempts, suicidal thoughts, all of that. This gives the narcissist supply. That's the gift that keeps giving to the narcissist. It sucks. The ultimate goal of the narcissistic parent is to get that child, as time goes on, to destroy his or herself. So character assassination is one way of doing that. Character assassination. Let me go into that. So I think I gave you guys my first point. The first point is, right? The first point is the narcissist, their ultimate goal is to get the individual to destroy his or herself. Point number 2, character assassination. I'm going to go ahead and summarize that. That's point number 2. Remember, character assassination is when an individual aims to, you can say, defragment. What is it? Maybe that's not the word I'm looking for. Anyway, they are trying to destroy your reputation as a person, your reputation as a person, your personality. That's another way they assume your identity, making you appear like you're a person that you really are not. You're having the characteristics of someone that you are not. This is what the narcissist does. This is the second point. Second point is character assassination and what it is. Please remember what it is. Character assassination is when someone is trying to make you look like who you are not. This is another way that the narcissist likes to project who they really are onto the target, which is the scapegoat child. So what the narcissistic parent is doing is all the things about the narcissistic parent that they don't like about themselves, right? Being a deceiver, or compulsively lying, right? Or someone who's ashamed of his or herself for some reason or another. They may be on drugs. They may drink too much. They may be a sexaholic, or addicted to sex. Whatever it is about the narcissist that he or she just really doesn't like, they don't want to deal with, they're ashamed of it, they throw that on to, and they project that onto the child who is the scapegoat in the dysfunctional family. So the character assassination proves to be very effective, unfortunately, right? So that's point number 2, is to remember what character assassination is, right? Remember what character assassination is. Become familiar with it, gain more knowledge about it, but this is what it is. That's my second point. What is character assassination? Get familiar with what it is, because the narcissist, that's one of the things that they do, is they project their stuff onto others. This is a quick example for point number 2, character assassination. The narcissist, say the narcissistic parents, the codependent parent, the narcissistic parent, one day they're having a cookout at their house. All the other family is coming over. The scapegoat child is being pinpointed by the narcissistic parents. This is when they're going to put that child on the spot. They're going to embarrass them. They're going to call them names, but they're going to do it in a subtle manner. So all the other parents, all the other family who are onlooking, they see this. They really don't know what's really going on. They may feel a little way about it. They may feel the tension, but they'll throw it off because it's not enough to clearly see that that parent is psychologically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally abusing that child. It's not going to be clear. Again, it's subtle. So for instance, this is an example. Everybody's over at the house, right? Supposedly having a good time. What the narcissist is going to do, they're going to take that situation and they're going to pinpoint and target more than usual the scapegoat child. So the scapegoat child is the one that looks like they are the problem in the relationship, in the family. That scapegoat child, see, they're always dragging their feet. They're always walking like they have a problem. They're walking with their head down. They always have some anger problems. They always have an attitude. See, the narcissist is systematically setting that environment up for the scapegoat child. It's very sick. So whenever other family and everybody else is around, they're looking at that scapegoat child wondering what's wrong with that child. What's wrong with them? Why aren't they having a good time like everybody else? Why are they over there in the corner with their head down and frowning, arms folded, acting like they about to blow up? It's because the narcissist, right? That's what they want you to think, that their child is the problem. Because the narcissist projects all of their stuff onto that scapegoat child. And it's very effective. It usually works. Because the rest of the family, because the narcissist is the head honcho of the bully, and they recruit, this is another way they recruit other family to target that scapegoat child. Something wrong with them. We all right. We having a good time. We love each other. Something wrong with them. They're the enemy. See, this is what the narcissist is planning in the minds of everybody else in the family, and it's very effective, and they're usually very successful at doing it. So that way, when that child grows up, they're less likely to be social. They're less likely to make friends. They're less likely to want to make friends. They're less likely to want to go out on dates, parties, whatever. Social anxiety, voila, sets in. And the narcissist knows what they're doing. It's very sadistic. It's very sick. My last and final point. Paranoia. Become familiar with what paranoia is. Paranoia can set in with that scapegoat child as they grow up. Not only social anxiety, but paranoia. The child who grows up, they think everybody is after them. They think it's me against the world mentality. The narcissist planted that in the subconscious mind of the scapegoat child. It's very systematic and sick and twisted, and the narcissist is the head honcho and just completely knows what they're doing. They're the head honcho of all the bullies, because this is another sick thing that happens. That head honcho of a bully, of the narcissistic parent, they usually recruit other family members to pinpoint and target that scapegoat child. So the whole time they're growing up, they don't have anybody that's going to support them. That child feels alone. That's when the paranoia, not only the anxiety, but the paranoia can set in like, gosh, everybody is against me. I got to protect myself. Then when they go out into the world, they have that same mentality because the narcissistic parents, they put that into the subconscious mind of the child. Pretty sick, right? I think so. Sadly, it's very effective though, because a lot of us, we're traumatized by that. So by the time we become adults, we're fucked up. And we got to work through that trauma because we've been traumatized. So the entire time that all the family is at the house having a cookout, the child is feeling they feel anxiety, they feel angry, they feel hurt, they feel betrayed because nobody else in the family is coming to their defense. And the scapegoat is suffering. They're being traumatized over and over. Right there in the company of all their family, they're being systematically destroyed. Character assassination. So all the other family and everybody else who in their community may come to that house. What's wrong with them? What's wrong with that scapegoat child? What's wrong with them? The parents are great. What's wrong with the child? See, the scapegoat doesn't know that that's what's happening to his or herself. They don't know that's what's happening, but the narcissist knows it. And they keep doing this over and over throughout the years. So again, my last point is the paranoia. Learn what paranoia is about, because that is another thing that a lot of scapegoat children, when they grow up, they suffer from paranoia as well. Guys, okay, we got through it. I just wanted to give you that warning that this video was not going to be very easy to listen to. But I just want to challenge you to go ahead and do some research on social anxiety and paranoia and character assassination. Okay? Because this is the three main, I think, tactics, terrible tactics that the narcissistic parents like to do in a dysfunctional family setting. Because it's very effective. And they continue to get supply. Long after that scapegoat child has grown up and gone out into the world, they continue to get they continue to supply the narcissistic parents unconsciously. They're not conscious to it. They continue to supply the parents, the narcissistic parents. Okay, so it is pretty sad, but yeah, please research those things and leave me comments and questions, and come back and see me. Okay, until next time, take care of yourself. You deserve a great life. Reclaim your life from the narcissist by any means necessary. Well, constructive necessary, okay? All right, I love you guys. Mwah. Bye now.